Hi there. I'm Tech Sergeant Anthony Schmaus, your school's Air Force recruiter. I'd like to take a moment today to tell you a little bit about myself, about some of the great opportunities that the Air Force has for your students after they graduate, and also ways that I can be of benefit to you and be a positive and encouraging influence on all of your students this year. So, a little bit about myself. Well, I've been married for 15 years. That's my high school sweetheart, Lori. We have 4 children, 12, 10, 9, and 6. Those are not their names. My oldest is Nathaniel, then Eliana, Ian, and then Gavi. We recently acquired a COVID puppy named Piper. She's a 4.5-pound Maltipoo. She's taken a little bit of my sleep, but she is worth it. I graduated from Duquesne University in 2002 with a degree in music performance in double bass and electric bass. I auditioned the spring semester of my final year and was hired by the Air Force to be a musician in the United States Air Force Heartland of America Band at Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska, or a little south of Omaha, rather. I have done that for 15 years, but not continuously. I separated for almost 3 years because I wanted to make it big as a musician. So I got out and moved to the East Coast, played in New York City, Philadelphia, with some Grammy award-winning and nominated musicians and producers, chasing the proverbial carrot. Never caught it. Realized during that time that I had already made it big as an Air Force musician and was able to get back in, thankfully, and I haven't looked back since. So that's me at Jakarta, Indonesia, at the Java Jazz Festival. That was an awesome experience for me as a musician and as an Air Force professional. I have been stationed at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska, like I mentioned earlier. I was there for 11 years, 3 different occasions. And I was also stationed at Yokota Air Base in Tokyo, Japan for 4 years, got to tour all over Asia, and it was an awesome experience. I'm currently serving as an active duty Air Force recruiter. I volunteered to take this assignment to get a more circumspect view of the Air Force and also to really help people, find success in their lives. I've been really blessed to find success in the Air Force. And there's so many things that have benefited me and my family, and I want to just pass that along and pay that forward. So that's a big reason why I am acting as a recruiter in the Air Force now. But in addition to that, I love to help people. So I'm a master resilience trainer in the Air Force. I also do crisis responding for I'm Alive, and I do mentoring through PAE Mentor. And I'm a Little League baseball coach. Love coaching, love helping kids, and I love baseball. And really when it comes down to it, I'm a guy who likes to enjoy life. So this is me. If you can see that picture, that's Guam in December. That was one of my first times. I think that was my first time to Guam. Went there many times to get some R&R, also to do some work, but I've been able to go some amazing places and really enjoy life in the Air Force. But hey, enough about me. Let's talk about, this is kind of a 50,000-foot view of what the Air Force can offer your students for after they graduate. So first and foremost, financial stability. Right out the gate, they're going to be making in total compensation, which is their base pay and benefits, around $40,000 with virtually no expenses. So that's a great way for them to be able to really establish that foundation of financial freedom right from the get-go, not going into debt. There's free financial counseling available on every installation. And with the steady pay, they can really learn how to grow their money and budget, and who can't, benefit from that. They'll also get an education without the debt, a college degree, professional certifications, licenses, all those things they'll be given access to in the United States Air Force. First and foremost is the Community College of the Air Force. We are unique amongst all the branches of the Armed Forces in that we have an accredited community college. Every career field is awarded an associate, is attached to an associate of applied science degree. I think there's over 70-some degrees in total. So we really equip our members not only with real world experience, but with a college education. And these are some of the other benefits that we have. I can talk to you more about, hopefully in the future, and your students. This last one though is really a really cool program. Credentialing opportunities online. For professional certifications and licenses and trades, those can cost thousands of dollars. The Air Force will provide those for our members to succeed not only in the Air Force, but to succeed whether they do one enlistment or an entire career when they get out of the Air Force. And finally, in addition to financial stability and an education without debt, they're going to enjoy a great quality of life. They're going to be part of a great, amazing team of people. They're going to be able to play intramural sports, free gyms, amazing access to, events, travel packages, and whatnot. They get time to enjoy the fruits of their labor, 30 days annual vacation with pay. That's really awesome. The Air Force recognizes the amazing things that they do in service for our country, and they get time back to enjoy with their family and friends and to do what they really enjoy doing. So, and then they can come back refreshed to continue that awesome work that they do for our country. And job security, that's who can't appreciate that. And if there was ever a time for job security, now's the time. So we afford those things to our members to help them succeed in life. So, hey, how can I benefit you and your students this year? And I realize that not every student is going to join and be a fit for the Air Force, and that's okay. Some of your students are a perfect fit, and I want to find them and help them succeed. But I also want to help your entire student body and enrich their education. So one of the ways I can do that is through educational outreach with Air Force subject matter experts, whether they're pilots, engineers, linguists, mechanics, so on and so forth. These are friends of mine from the Academy Band, professional musicians out of Colorado Springs who were had a forum with music educators from Moon Area High School. So I can connect you and your students with some amazing people to help enrich their education experience. I can bring awareness of great opportunities, again, 5 to a whole, classroom period presentation for your students in person or virtually. Either way works for me. I can motivate and encourage your students through academic, athletic leadership awards, certificates, pizza parties for your class. If they do something, have a, make a great achievement in something, hey, why not celebrate with a pizza party? Call me, let me know. I'll hook you guys up. Snacks, drinks delivered to practices, just to let your student athletes know that someone's thinking about them and cares about them. I can share Air Force culture, resiliency, wingman concept, our core values, to see how they can apply them in their own lives. And this one is really neat, this reinforcing messaging that you want them to receive. As well as I do, that you can say something over and over and over again, but then somebody else comes in who's brand new and says the same thing, and all of a sudden it clicks. I would love to be able to do that for you. So if there's something that you would like me to reinforce as far as messaging goes to your students, please let me know, and I'd love to help out. And I'm a professional musician. I love music. I can speak with your band and orchestra students. I can also connect them with musicians throughout the Air Force Band, career field, in particular my friends down at Langley, Virginia, and the Heritage of America Band. They do virtual master classes for all the instruments, and they do virtual concerts. And those don't have to just be for band students. They can be for your entire student body as a neat event throughout the year. So those are just some of the ways. Again, we offer financial stability, education without debt, and a great quality of life. What I can do to help you this year: bring awareness of career opportunities, connect your students with subject matter experts to enrich their education experience at your school, and motivate and encourage your students with awards, rewards, and positive messaging. In addition to what I just said, I also work with a special warfare recruiter. He's one of a few throughout the Air Force. He does great work recruiting for our 4 special warfare career fields, as well as 2 additional attached career fields. His name is Staff Sergeant Kyle Altoff. He can be reached at the following by the following ways. He does some really cool activities and workouts that he can offer your student athletes. If you have, athletes, in particular football players, swimmers, wrestlers, soccer players who really want to be elite and really be challenged, special warfare might be a great route for them to take. So please feel free to reach out to Sergeant Kyle Altoff, and he can speak more about these opportunities with you and your students. How can you get a hold of me? Well, the best way is probably email, but please text me, call me, my number right there. If you get a second, go to anthony-usaf.com, my website. Take a look around. You can learn more about me, more about the process, so you can help your students understand that if they are interested, and also just more about the Air Force in general. So I thank you so much for your time, and I hope that we can work something out in the near future so I can really help you and your students out this year. So thank you so much. Take care.